Okay, folks, it's been a long 10 months, but I went from smoking weed once every day to weeks, once every week to weekends to smoking weed once a month. And now 3 months of once a month has gone by, and I realized what's the point of smoking weed anymore? Honestly, you just go into your room and you stare at the wall for 10 minutes and you get high and you think you're cool, but you're not really cool because you're just acting like a complete dummy. And if you were to talk to someone, you wouldn't know what to say unless you know how to control your weed. If you do, then good for you. But honestly, I realized that all you do is you get high and you don't really do much else. And you waste $5. You could have gone out, bought 2 coffees with that, had coffee for the day. You could have gone out, bought a coffee and something to eat, a bag of chips. You could have gone out, this is giving me thoughts now on how I spend my money. I got a phone, a PS1, and an Xbox. Xbox 79, PS1, $19. Phone, 65, and I'm running low on money now, and I'm starting to think if I were smarter, I would have actually spent my money on something I'd like some plain chips, some salad dressing, and some cheese, nacho cheese. I could have done that and made myself a meal for a night. Sometimes it's hard at my group home to have meals sometimes because we don't have food on the weekends all the time. But I realized that if I just saved my money, sorry, I had to burp there, then maybe I could have actually, then maybe I would have actually had money for stuff. I might actually go return that PS1 instead of recording Crash Bandicoot Warped, and I might be done with playing Crash Bandicoot Warped. I'm finally realizing that this phone has a lot of time to record on it. That's weird. But here's my tale for all of you guys to hear. It's scary for me to upload a YouTube video now. I know I had a channel that had over 300 videos and 14 subscribers, but it's honestly scary for me, and as I talk, I can feel the smoke from cigarettes going through my lungs and everything, and working up my working up my throat. I had to spit there, but I'm inside, so I can't spit. But yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna quit smoking. Think I'm gonna do the best thing that's healthier for me. People say it's healthy to jerk off. I don't believe it, but maybe it is. Who knows? Maybe I'm a complete moron. But I'm going to try to stay healthy and see where I get from there and become better. I'm going to quit smoking. I know it gives me some of my symptoms. And I still have 4 more years to go. Less than 4 years. 3.5 years to go. And 3 years and 3 months to go until my schizophrenia could set in forever. But if I quit now, I can actually get over my symptom if I believe in myself and I do the right thing. I wanted to tell you guys a story. It's about Sideshow Bob, actually. In the beginning, I thought he was out to kill me, and that's not the hardest thing to believe because he is psycho and he has killed people on The Simpsons show. Through time, I grew to love him, and I imagined him smiling and holding a baby in his arms the other day, and that was his son. And I realized that he has enough of a heart to realize that he can have a family of his own. And if he can do that, I can do that too. But through the years that I've had schizophrenia, I've realized that I can really make it. I can really make it as a person. I didn't know I could do this before. I really didn't. getting to that whole month gap and going without marijuana was like the pinnacle of everything. If I go 2 months, I guarantee that I'm going to be off it for good. But maybe I will be on it again, but who knows? Who knows? I just really don't feel like doing it, so I don't think I'm going to do it. But I have an imaginary baby. If you didn't see my Justin Flyby channel, I deleted it a while ago. I had 300 videos on it plus, and had 14 subscribers and over 1,000 views. It was a great channel. I did a lot of Wonderland Online videos for it, and I did a lot of good things with it. But yeah, I'm not mainly talking about my Justin Flyby account today. I've been through some tough situations. I know it might not seem tough. You might just think this guy has schizophrenia. He's going to be okay. He's going to get over it. But sometimes I feel like getting into a corner, crawling up into a ball, and rocking back and forth because it's so bad. And the voices keep telling me to say it's gone, and it never goes away, and it just annoys the living hell out of me. Honestly, if I were you, I'd stay as far away from drugs as possible. And this wasn't even hardcore drugs. This was smoking marijuana and poppers. I also have the added advantage of smoking cigarettes from off of the ground, so that could have been the cause of it too. But I've never heard of that happening with smokes, so you could probably catch something from it, by like AIDS or something. But I was careful. I went to the same spot every day, and I never went somewhere where random people were. I was being very precautious, and when they didn't have smokes, I just went home and asked for $2.50 for a cigar, or $2.10 for a cigar. Some of them are just $2. But yeah, I've realized a lot of things in my lifetime. In the short couple of years that I've been going through this, I've realized how to rise up, and I've realized how to fall down. The best tip I could ever give you is to always come face first with your problems. Tell the people what's going on, and always take the first step forward. If you take the first step forward, you will recover from your problems a lot faster, and your life will get easier. If you don't take the first step forward, you'll end up like me, and you'll be hospitalized for 4 months and put in PICU. PICU stands for a room that has restraints on it until they remove them, and I was in restraints twice, or 3 times, I can't remember now. It is scary, especially being in restraints. The first time I was in restraints, I thought that they were comfy. The second time, I asked to get up, but no one came and answered for a whole hour. So if you get put in restraints, you're going to be waiting a long time to get fixed up. Fixed up for a drink or something like that. But if you do go in restraints, it's a good idea for some people with schizophrenia, because it will help you get through your problems a lot better. What's it? Sorry, I'm itching my forehead. There's a pimple on top of it. It just grew in. It's not like white or anything, but it's just there like a bump. Probably in a couple months it'll pop or something, but I don't really care. I don't need to worry about that right now. And yeah, my imaginary baby's gotten me through so much, and she's guided me to the right light source and everything, and I couldn't ask for much more. I also had an imaginary girlfriend, which was the cartoon version of Ruby Gloom, and we got along pretty well, and I didn't have too many problems there. But she's a sad person because she hangs out with a person named Misery, and they have a lot of problems together, like lightning striking Misery, and trees almost knocking down and hurting them really badly. Lots of trees that almost hurt them really badly. You'll see that if you watch the show. But yeah, the best thing is to stay true to yourself. If you stay true to yourself and you always take the first step forward, and you know in your heart that you can do okay, things will get better. Things will definitely get better. I don't even know where this mark on my eyebrow came from, to be honest. It's so scary, some of the things you don't even know about when it happens. I thought it was brain damage because I got beat up on the ground, a lot of punches to the face, because I restrained my sister once because she was going to hit me and her boyfriend was going to start hitting me all the time. But honestly, he left her and my sister found a new boyfriend who was way better and a nicer guy, and they hit it off really well. This is their second time going out, and they have 2 kids together. From the first and second time, I believe, or the first time they were going out. But yeah, they're doing pretty well. I couldn't say that I'd want things to go any differently, even though sometimes I do feel like crawling up into a ball. I actually appreciate everything that's happened to me. If it weren't for me getting schizophrenia, I wouldn't know that there were such good people out there, and I wouldn't know that there was such a reliable healthcare program in Canada. If you were in the United States, you'd be paying hundreds of dollars just to stay in the hospital for a little while, and their food isn't even that good. You got to be careful with what you're doing, man, because you're going to be spending lots of money just to recover from something that was dumb to begin with. And if you don't get into the hospital, you'll be put in jail for smoking illegal drugs. And what can I say? I got lucky. That happens in Canada too. Especially where I live. People get picked up off the street for smoking illegal drugs or taking needles or something like that. And honestly, they don't recover in the police station, that's for sure, or the jail, that's for sure, because the police officers can beat on you. They can also not give you your medication that you need. They can hold you there for 30 days or something like that for smoking marijuana. If you took harder drugs and you told them about it, maybe less time because you told them, but honestly, it's not worth it. Play the safe game. It's not worth it. I met lots of great people, though, and honestly, if you ever got stuck in the situation I was in, I hope you try to meet the same great people that I did. And try to get into a housing program where the rent's cheap. Talk to your doctor or your psychiatrist, and they'll help hook you up with your life. And they'll help get you set down the straight and narrow. Honestly, there's so much to say, but there's so little time. I want to keep talking, though. Times are tough. But when times are tough, don't take drugs because it's not worth it. Not even if it felt good once. Don't take them again. You can get better. There are a lot of people that say you're cool because you smoke weed, you hang out with the cool kids. Yeah, that's right, you hang out with the cool kids sometimes. But those are also the cool kids that beat on people and make fun of people. They have problems of their own, and they don't admit it to you, but they probably have disabilities too. And they probably had that before you start smoking marijuana or whatever you're doing. And you don't realize, but if they could take it back, they probably would by now. I honestly think you should take this into consideration and go about with your life. This has been 13 minutes with Justin Flyby. Have a good day. And please take my advice. It's not worth it. Don't take the drugs. Don't take them.